On a day meant for celebration, it became a nightmare. What should have been a joyful Independence Day parade in Highland Park, Illinois, turned into a scene of chaos, fear, and tragedy. Today, we dive into the events of that fateful day, the shocking story of Robert Crimo III, and the chilling details that led to one of the most devastating mass shootings in recent memory. As we uncover what happened, we'll explore not just the crime but the motives and background of the man behind it. It was July 4, 2022, a beautiful morning in Highland Park. Families, friends, and children gathered to celebrate the nation's independence. Red, white, and blue filled the streets as parade floats moved through the crowd and the sounds of laughter echoed. No one suspected the horrors that were about to unfold. At approximately 10:14 a.m., as the parade was in full swing, gunshots rang out, disrupting the festivities. Panic set in as people ran for cover, unsure of where the shots were coming from. Chaos erupted, leaving personal belongings, strollers, and bicycles scattered in the streets. Authorities later confirmed the shooter was positioned on a rooftop overlooking the parade route, using a high-powered rifle to target innocent parade-goers. In the hours following the shooting, it was clear this was no random act of violence. The attack left 7 dead and dozens more injured, with victims ranging in age from 80 to 88 years old. The community, stunned and grieving, was left searching for answers. Who could commit such a heinous act, and why? Authorities acted swiftly, initiating a massive manhunt for the suspect. Witnesses provided descriptions, and surveillance footage led police to a name that would soon dominate headlines: Robert Crimo III. Robert Crimo III, known by his online alias Awake the Rapper, was a 21-year-old from Highland Park. To his neighbors, he was an unassuming figure. But beneath the surface lay a troubling portrait of a young man grappling with deep issues. Crimo had a fascination with violence that was evident in his online presence. Disturbing music videos and posts hinted at dark thoughts and premeditated violence. Despite these warning signs, they were dismissed by those around him, who chalked them up to artistic expression. Crimo's background was equally unsettling. He came from a family with local ties: his father, a former mayoral candidate, and his mother, a private individual with a history of run-ins with the law. Despite being flagged for potential violence in prior incidents, Crimo legally purchased the firearms used in the attack. What drives someone to commit such a brutal act? Investigators delved into Crimo's psyche, piecing together the puzzle of his life. It became evident this was a meticulously planned attack. Police uncovered evidence suggesting Crimo had scoped out other locations and parades before settling on Highland Park. The rooftop vantage point, the timing, and the escape route all pointed to premeditation. But what was his motive? Some believe it was a bid for infamy. Others point to mental health struggles and a deep-seated rage. Crimo's cryptic social media posts hinted at feelings of alienation, yet they left more questions than answers. Less than 8 hours after the shooting, authorities caught Robert Crimo III. He was apprehended without incident, driving a silver Honda Fit on a nearby highway. In the car, police found another firearm, suggesting he may have planned additional attacks. Crimo's arrest brought some relief to a grieving community, but the scars of his actions remain. For the victims' families, no sentence or outcome can bring back their loved ones. For the survivors, the trauma of that day lingers, a reminder of how quickly life can change. Robert Crimo III now faces multiple charges, including 7 counts of first-degree murder. If convicted, he will likely face life in prison without the possibility of parole. His trial will explore not only the crimes he committed, but also the systemic failures that allowed him access to weapons despite his known history of concerning behavior. The Highland Park shooting is a sobering reminder of the prevalence of gun violence in the United States. It has reignited debates over gun control, mental health, and the role of social media in preventing violent acts. For the people of Highland Park, July 4th will never be the same, a day once filled with pride now marked by tragedy. The story of Robert Crimo III is a cautionary tale of ignored warning signs and a society struggling to balance personal freedoms with collective safety. It is also a testament to the resilience of a community that refuses to let one day define them. Thank you for joining us as we explored the chilling events of the Highland Park shooting and the story of Robert Crimo III. This case raises critical questions about safety, accountability, and the human capacity for both good and evil. If you found this deep dive compelling, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more true crime stories. Stay safe, and see you next time.